You're sending them somewhere. So if they ask you a question, you point them somewhere. Okay, so we're going to use all the tools in the arsenal. Videos, we talked about the making of transfer factor, why for life, nature's secret, the certified for life transfer factor video. A new one just came out, how to use Anumi Advanced, very good. And for life live, we're using that one a lot. And also the Summit bag, I just said all these. The For Life app, remember Nelson came in and talked about that. And conference calls. We have 2 conference calls a week. One is the A-Team All-Stars conference call, Tuesday 8. And we also have For Life's product call on Thursday at 8. 8 o'clock Eastern, so it's 6 o'clock. No, 5 o'clock Pacific. Okay, other ways of presenting. Use your 3-way calls with your upline or field development team. And that would have to be arranged with field development. And what you don't use, you lose. So be acquainted when you're preparing, prepare to just know what tools to use. And then when you're listening, people are going to tell you what tools they want. Ask them questions, they tell you what they need to know next, and you find the tool for them that'll speak it and answer all their questions. Prepare, be the best at this, and you can duplicate. Skill number 4 is the follow-up. This is where the fortune is. Fortune is in the follow-up. It's what most people don't do well, and it's an easy skill to learn. Most people don't follow up because they don't know what to say, or they don't know what the prospect's going to say and how to respond to it. So what I just said in presenting will help you with everything. This starts with contacting the prospect at the agreed time and asking if they looked at the tool. Now, if they looked at the tool, or if they did not look at the tool, well, you ask them, did you look at what I gave you to look at? If they say yes, you go to the next thing. If they say no, you say, okay, well, when can you look at it for sure? And then you go through the 8 steps again. Confirm the time. For sure you'll look at it. Okay, I'll talk to you then. Yes.
For sure.
And we use that language too. What can you do for sure, for sure? If they did look at it, then these are the questions you ask. What did you like best? On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you at with this? 1 being the lowest, 10 being you're ready to sign up today. Where are you at? Okay, and then the question, what if they have objections? Well, you need to ask some questions. Well, find out what the objection is first, and then you go from there. Objections fall into 2 categories. 1, the prospect has a limiting belief in themselves. They don't believe they can do it. So, or they don't have money, they don't have time, they don't know anyone, too young, too old.
I don't have
Time
time.
is the
Perfect.
Yes, so Kim, what if they don't have time? What if they don't have money? What do you answer?
I'd say, I didn't have money when I started this business myself.
That's right. What if it's the second one?
I don't have the time. That is a perfect reason, because if you don't have time, it means you're very busy and you're around a lot of people. And that's what Patrick told me, and it's true.
We had a large meeting once, and I asked how many people in the room that were in For Life, how many of them when they started did not have time to start a business? Yeah, it was about 40% of the people that are in didn't have time. So you can tell that story. I was just at an event, and 40% of the people who are in it and are achieving ranks didn't have time either. That's the people we're looking for. Or what if they don't have money? Same thing. I think we had more than that. Was it 50% of the people didn't have the money to spare to start a business? And yet the room was full, or half of them were people who didn't have money to start. Yet they're in there. Somehow they found a way.
One objection we get a lot is, what if I don't have the money to continue doing my 100 points?
So what do you tell them?
That's when we need to grow your business so you can make the money and
Right.
it can pay by itself. You can buy it.
The best thing
Or what do you
that I would say is they want to know that they can do it. That's one of the things Daniel said. They need to feel like they can do this.
Okay.
So what they need to know is other people have done this too. They're in the same. So one of the things I like to say is, I know how you feel. I felt the same way.
Okay.
But my business took off.
Okay.
It worked because we did it a certain way that could generate money
Yeah, don't
fast.
give them information yet because they still don't get it, right? Just tell them that it's.
Tell a story. Tell a story, and then you can relate to them. The key with what I just said is, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Or if it's not true of you, you can connect them with somebody that you know that is true. Let me let you talk to somebody. They had the same thing. And then you get a three-way call. What if they don't know anyone? What if it's I don't know anyone?
Get involved in your community.
Okay, now,
Do an
yes,
event.
that is true, but it's not what you want to
I know.
say.
They do know people.
Get out of the cave already.
And that is true, but that's not what you want to
You
say.
got your phone, how many people you have there? That's people
Okay,
you
that
know.
is true, but that's not what you want to
Okay,
say.
what do we want to say?
Okay, and all of those responses are true, but what we need to be very careful with here is they're having doubts about themselves. They don't want to get a lecture. They don't want to, feel worse than they already feel about their abilities to do this business.
Okay.
So do the same thing. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Or I know somebody who's in the same position. Let me hook you up. I'll get them on a call with you. They can tell you what they did. So it's about lifting them up. Like Daniel said, it's all about love. Okay? And we're here to help the blind people see. People who are in this category, they're not looking at the truth of who they are. They're in false belief, limiting belief. The truth is, there are no limits. So if they're here, they're living a lie, and we need to help them. We need to help them see the truth. So we need to find the things to say that are going to help them the most, that'll help them get moving in life, build them up in their health and their wealth, lead them to freedom.
One that you don't have that also comes often enough with, when I present is, oh, I'm very shy. I can never speak up in front of you, so my business will never take off. Because I cannot get in front of people. I'm shy.
Okay, you need to find someone you know that has this kind of story.
So
Okay.
that's the key, right?
Okay, I know a guy who, it's the same thing, they have a limited belief in themselves. But I know a guy who is an auto mechanic. He had that objection. I'm just an auto mechanic. I mean, I know some people, but I can't. And the sponsor said, just get me your people, I'll talk to them with you on the line. Can you do that? And the guy's making $2 million a year right now.
Oh my.
$2 million a year. And he couldn't talk to people.
Wow.
Okay? You can look this guy up, and if you want that story,
Okay.
that is, Robert Hollis.
Robert what?
Robert Hollis, Hollis. Yeah, you can look him up. That's his story. And you can say, I know a guy, Robert Hollis, he was an auto mechanic, got in this profession, same thing, he's making $2 million a year now, and this is how they did it. Okay, the other objection is the prospect you're talking to has a limiting belief in network marketing. So their objection will be, is this, MLMs are one of those things, it's a pyramid. In either case, you tell stories. Okay? One of the things that you're going to be most tempted to say, like if this is a pyramid, everything's a pyramid. Okay, that's, again, we want to, right, don't make them feel dumb, we want to lift them up, we want to reveal the truth, and we want to talk to them about the virtues of network marketing. There are two things that are going to happen to you here. One is, you've sold yourself. You know, like they talked about, Kevin talked about Dave Daughtry. The first three people he talked to was me, myself, and I. So do you love this business model, or do you have doubts about it? You're either here or here, and if you're in between, you're in confusion. You either love it or you're in doubt. So you've got to love it. If you don't love it, you've got to convince yourself. You have to have that talk with me, myself, and I. that this is the better way. This is the way to freedom. This is the business model that can help everybody. It can help everybody, but not if they don't want to. If they don't want to, then don't waste your time. Come back later. Sort of. Sort of. Okay, number 5 skill is closing. Closing is a natural progression to the follow-up. If you're following up and they're on a scale of 1 to 10, you ask them on a scale of 1 to 10 where are you at, and they're at a 5, then you say, what can I do to get you to a 6 or a 7? And they tell you, I need to know more about what this company is. How long has it been? You send them the material, the video, that'll explain it. Did they watch it? Okay, I saw it. Okay, where are you at now? Oh, I'm at an 8. What can I get you to be a 10? And they'll tell you what they need, where their doubts are. And you give them that information. Eventually, when you're following up and you say, where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? They'll tell you, I'm ready. They're closed, right? They close themselves. You just got them the information. So it's like Kevin said, it's just about educating them, getting them to understand what we're doing. Now, what's important is your posture. So be emotionally detached. So it doesn't matter if they say yes or no. You're just doing your thing. You're a professional. You're attracting. Education, understanding is your goal, and assume that what you're doing is going to lead to the close. So if they say, I'm not going to get into this, I'm not joining, then you can be genuinely shocked. What? Really? You're not? After what I do? Really? You don't see that you can do that? And then it's okay, and then, you know, maybe you'll be ready, you know, I'll keep in touch, let you know what we're doing, and that's fine. Don't get attached to the yes or no, don't get upset. Detached. Yep, take it to the next step. And if they're a no, the next step is you stay in touch. Not pitching them all the time, but stay in touch. The 4-question close. Okay, if they're at an 8 and you feel like they're ready, like you don't have to get them all the way for them to say a 10, most people will say they're at 8 when really they're a 10. Because they're not going to admit it. Yeah, so really they're and you'll feel it. You'll know them a little bit. You'll get the sense. So here's the 4-question close. When you feel like they're ready, well, how much money would you need to make on a part-time basis? Okay, Janice went through this yesterday. And then how many hours a week would you dedicate to making that kind of money? How many months would you work to make that happen? And if I could show you how to make that much money, working that many hours and that many months, would you be ready to get started today? Yes or no? Don't get attached. But everything that they say, and don't feed them figures. Let it be their figures. Did you see what Janice did yesterday? Mm-hmm. They were your figures. Do the same thing. Let them be their figures. Don't tell them, I can make you $10,000 a month. If they can't see it, it's an obstacle. There's an untruth. Something's not matching. There's no integrity. So it's their numbers. And then help them come up with a plan that is their plan. Okay? How many hours a week? How many months? How much money? How are we going to do this? And you tell them where they need to be. And then they can formulate the plan. Because remember, it's their vision. If it's yours, they can't see it. It needs to be theirs. They can see their own vision. Number 6 skill, like I said, there's no worse thing than spending all that time and effort to get someone signed up, and then you let them flail at the business. Okay? So getting people started right, either whether they're a customer or a distributor, you need to keep that follow-up. Keep following up with them. The follow-up never ends. So getting people started right just means you keep following up. The first thing you're going to do is a game plan interview. Janice and I have some of these videos. If you're interested, we can send them. But here are the elements of the game plan interview. Number 1 is you validate their decision. You congratulate them on joining, happy they're taking charge of their life. Things will be different from now on. Number 2, set expectations. So a lot of people that I've heard, and I've even been tempted to telling people, Things like, we're going to get to this place fast, I'm going to work for you, and it's not true. Success or failure is up to the new distributor. It's their business. They have to attract it. You can't do it for them. So success or failure, you tell them, success or failure is up to you, not me. And the goal as a sponsor and enroller is to help you get independent as soon as possible. And like Kevin said, there are going to be ups and downs. So you tell them, there are going to be ups and downs. We're going to get you here, but on that road, it's up and down. When it's down, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call you or leave you alone? Do you want me to remind you of your goals, why you joined, or just let you go? And at the time, of course, they're thinking of their dream. No, you call me. You remind me of my dream. We're going to get there. So now you have permission to bug up. They told you to.
Yeah,
They said, call me. If I'm not attending, if you don't hear from me for a week, give me back.
Not on that call.
Yeah,
Where are you?
yeah, you're not on the conference calls. They told you, get me back in. Remind me what I'm in this for. Number 3 on getting people started, you give them a checklist of essentials to get their business started. So for us, it's you get their products ordered, you get their tools, you get them educated, basic, don't give them complete, like Nathan said, just the basics on the comp plan, and then you get them connected with all the things that we do. Email, conference calls, events, how to contact them, all that stuff, and invitation fundamentals. So kind of what I just went over with you, the 8 steps to inviting. And one of the things that most people like to do is as soon as they leave from signing up is they use up their 3 best leads. Yeah.
Mom, sister, dad, no.
Well, whatever it is, but usually their best prospects, they call them and they did an unprofessional approach and now they've lost their best opportunity for a fast start. So we want to warn them, you're not going to do that unless I'm on the phone with you. So on the way home, don't call anybody. Don't call anybody. I've lost so many people that way. They tell their spouse and get the same thing Kevin did and they weren't ready for it. And then I just got a new distributor, now I can't get a hold of them. I can't even get a hold of them. They just signed up.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then we want a fast start game plan. Okay, this means we want to get them good results before they get discouraged. That means we're going to find them their first customer distributor. We're going to talk about how they're going to make the next rank, attend their first event, and how to get that Visa card from For Life, first commission. Number 5, we're going to give them specific instructions. New distributors are going to feel a little bit lost. They don't know what to do. They've never done this before, or they're not familiar with our stuff. So we want to get them assignments. They need that. They need some leadership right now. So the follow-up rules still apply. It's exposure to exposure, so we get them assignments. Did you look at the things I told you to do? Yes or no? When do you think you can look at it for sure, for sure? Okay? Keep following up that way. And we give them deadlines. Make a list, use the products, or get a story. And like Kevin said, he didn't have a story at first, so he used his upline story. So same thing, we're going to get their story straight. What story are you using? So they have third-party tools. Remember, a story is a tool. Okay? And then we set a time and date for them to check back. Number 7, we're at the 7th skill. Meetings make money. Events, we want events. The A team is an event culture. We thrive on events. Without events, people get lost. So here are the different kind of events. A one-on-one is an event. A two-on-one is an event. A small group, large group, in-home, and local events. We have a lot of local events, different kinds. Success events, Foundation for Life events, and then we always have the science involved too. So destination events, that's where we're at now. Destination events. This is the most powerful. Like I said, you get away from everyday habits and distractions. You get total immersion in your dreams, and I hope all of you keep these dreams that you have dreamt this weekend close to you. Don't let anybody steal it, distract you. Keep your vision strong. This is a place where you get refocused and recommitted. You gain strength. Have we all seen it? We've seen ourselves with that power. And we get validation and support, positive peer pressure with the people that are dreaming like we're dreaming. So the promoting, like I said, Janice is one of the best promoters I've seen. She got the tickets sold right on the spot. She used all the energy of the momentum. So do the same thing. So the difference is you don't want to be an announcer. An announcer announces, okay, we're going to have this event. This is the time and date. You'll see everybody there. Yeah, that's not promoting. That's secret agent. Yeah, that's not promoting. So a promoter goes a lot further. So we lead by example. Sell tickets. Do you see us sell tickets? You find a way. So people that you talk to, if they have objections, you don't buy their objection. They need to buy your vision of what the event is. There's always transference, but someone's transferring belief to somebody else. If you're a leader, you're transferring your belief to someone else, especially someone who doesn't see the vision. They see a vision that they can't. No, they can do it. Find a way that they can do it. We have people here who had no way of coming. They have families, they have things to do, there are events back home, but they found a way to get here. Because Janice has transferred that belief and said, you have to be there. Don't you know what's going to happen there? This is the place that's all going to happen. This is where your dreams come true. If you don't go to this, you're going to be left behind. Is that what you want? No! That's right. That's right. So that's what you got to be. You got to have that passion. Build it up. Travel. Some of our airline tickets, $700, $800. We found a way. And accommodations. We have 3 people in a room. Everybody bunching up that couldn't afford it. Find a way. People drove here.
Yes.
Found a way. Congratulations, everybody.
Hours.
Yeah, he did 30.
Oh
It'll be 35 on a mile.
my God.
I think-
Kudos to you.
What'd you guys drive, 11, 12 hours?
Yeah,
12,
Very
a
nice.
little over 11? Yeah. Congratulations, that's dedication. And when you get here and you find a way like that, you actually have invested more than everybody else, which means you got more at stake. And you're more likely to really do this. So,
Outrageous goals.
yes,
Going
outrageous
to that
goals.
with outrageous goals.
Okay, how do you grow your team's attendance? So this is the thing. Everybody hear about 21 tickets?
Yes.
Okay, now how do you grow that? How do you grow that? And I said you don't be an announcer.
We're going.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're committed. Don't be an announcer, be a promoter. You let people know their attendance is expected. Take nothing for granted. Nothing for granted. You let them know what's going to happen here. And do not buy other people's story. Paint the picture of why they have to go. Okay, went over that. So learn to promote all events. So it's not just a destination event. Use events between the destination event to promote the destination event. One of the rules that Janice has is there's no event that ends without announcing the next event.
Exactly.
Always have another event. So on every conference call, I'm announcing the events. Webinars, we really don't do a lot of webinars. But if you do, use them. Every event we have, groups, destination for life events, it's always about the next event. Use every event to promote the next event. Oh, I ran out of slides.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Okay, so here is the moment of reckoning. We would like to know how many people signed up, one person this weekend. Okay, so there's one.
I've got one started.
Okay, and how many signed up, 2 people?
All right.
Close. 2 people? And how many signed up, 3 people?
No winners.
Nathan?
I've got 4, but I don't count.
Oh, Dr. Skeen, you win $200.
Okay, since we didn't get the 3, what I will do, we have 2. We have you have brought in 2. So Tricia's brought in 2, you brought in 1, that's 3.
I don't know, I don't have to.
Okay.
It's not complete yet.
All right. Nate, how many?
I have 5 in the works right now, but I don't have.
Not signed, okay.
All right.
1, okay, so that's 4. 5, so we had 5 sign up over this weekend. Well, actually, plus the 4, that's 9. So we have 9 new team members in 2 days. Not bad, you guys. 9 team members. Of course, I'm including the California girls.
Thank you.
So we have 9 team members. Well, we didn't do 3, but we did have one that was a 2. So I guess we could have a consolation prize. And close but no cigar. Patrick, if you could give me $10 more, I will give $50 for the 2 people that you signed up to. Patrick will give you 10. You are welcome. Congratulations.
You have 2 pens?
Congratulations. Okay, who are my ones? 1, 2, 3. I actually have 3 of these. I love these. I picked them up at a convention, and these are USB ports.
Thumb drives.
Thumb drives, that's what you call them. Put them on your computer and load them up, and you can take them on your presentation.
That is awesome.
Oh, that is cute.
Isn't it cute? We just love
Yeah.
that.
Oh my gosh. Those are awesome.
There you go.
So there is so much that we could talk about. But you just have to come
You got it.
to the Bahamas with your group, and we'll be talking more. I also understand for those who come to this event, this is only for you guys, and you come to Atlantis. Vice President of Product Development, Chad Renshaw, is working on a few deals for us. One of them is backstage at convention. Special time backstage at convention. That's only if you are at both events. He's looking at other things, and I'm sure we're going to hear soon. He has to get special permission. So as soon as we hear of the other things, you know I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know. So that's one of the things that I do know that's about to take place. And he had so many wonderful ideas, and he just has to get permission, and then we can share it with you. So you want to be at both events, and then of course at convention, to reap all those rewards of your hard work. So, you know, I want to thank our field development team. We couldn't do this without you. We love you. We love your support. The energy feels great, you guys. It really feels great. We feel like there's so much growth. I'm sorry Daniel missed this. We love Daniel as well. Are we almost ready? Cool. You know, I want to talk about happiness. Happiness is contagious. Can you feel it?
Yes.
You worked hard. I'm so proud of you for this weekend. You just did great. There's got so much growth here. It's exciting. And it makes me happy inside. It makes my heart happy inside. And I hope that your heart is happy too. sharing with all of you and caring with all of you and sharing For Life Research is part of my dream. And so you've helped me have part of my dream come true.